Hello and welcome back to the Brick Den. Today I have the second and final update for my Utapau MOC, inspired by the scenes in Revenge of the Sith. So as you can see, it is completely finished and I am very happy with the results. This MOC though definitely pushed the capabilities of my parts collection. I did have to come up with some unique techniques to stretch my parts and still create a detailed model. For instance, the water at the bottom of the sinkhole uses 1x1 trans-light blue bricks underneath. They are very tedious to place, but they are important because they give the water the necessary depth that I want. Then on top, I used 1x2 trans-light blue tiles, but unfortunately this is where the problem was. I didn't have enough to cover the whole area, so I decided to leave a space the size of one of the trans-light blue tiles between each one, so I could cover the whole area. I was a little worried it would look a bit rubbish, but in the end I think it turned out quite well, as I did place some random ones in as well to break up the pattern. The mountain also turned out to be quite a challenge to finish, as I slowly ran out of the bricks I used to build it, although in the end I think the height I accomplished is alright. I did also try a new technique with the rock work, which it may appear a little bit overly simple, but I personally like the results and I think it recreates the shapes seen in the film quite well. I decided to make the first floor a small water refining station, so I used this conveyor belt piece, which I think gives a nice effect. There were also some lamps around the first floor, which are very simple, but I think they add a nice touch to the first layer, as it's deep underground and therefore would be very dark. I also added some more details to the walls and the pillars since the last update. Moving up to the second floor, I haven't really changed very much since the last update because it was mainly finished, except I have tiled the floor and added a couple of other things as well. Now moving up to the final section. This section has seen the most changes since the last update. As I said in the last update, this section is the Separatists' base on Utapau. It has 2 floors and then a balcony with a number of wires over it, and then the clones are hanging from it as they attempt to enter the Separatists' base. I also included some bridges which go over the first floor of this section, and I think they provide a unique look to this section of the MOC, and they are also reminiscent of the Separatist base that we see in the film. Also in this section is the final stop for the lift, which runs electronically. The power functions are all in this section here, along with a switch to turn it on. The lift is controlled by this power functions remote, as I've used many times before. The lift car has train wheels on the top and bottom which allow it to go smoothly up and down the lift shaft, which uses train track positioned vertically. This is definitely the best technique I've used so far to build a lift, as it uses the least amount of pieces and still works very well. I also added a few other details to the MOC, such as this balcony towards the top, where a magma guard and a battle droid are watching over the battle. I also added an extra feature as well, which is the door at the back of this section can slide open and shut. It doesn't go anywhere, but I still thought it was a fun detail to include. There is also this detail as well on the cliff face. I don't really know what to call it, but similar things can be seen on Utapau in the film. So that brings this update series to a close really. Make sure you comment your thoughts about the MOC down below, and also don't forget to take a look at the Brick Den's Instagram if you're interested. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, it helps out a lot. Also, if you enjoyed this video you can subscribe, and if you want to get notified when I upload a video you can click on the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching.